Blessed be everyone. I'm Casey. I'm one of the members of the Goddess Coven and our founder. Welcome to the Goddess Coven, where we explore the powerful transformative energies of the dark feminine and the light feminine and all its aspects. Today we are diving into the realm of the dark goddesses, figures who hold the mysteries of death, rebirth, protection, and fierce independence. When we speak of the dark goddess archetype, we're speaking about energies that defy societal expectations and venture into shadowed territories. That feels super relevant and prevalent to today. And I think no matter what happens today, right, remembering that like the rise of the feminine is coming, it's here, it's now. So these dark goddesses, they embody the powerful, raw, and sometimes frightening aspects of the feminine. Those aspects that confront us with change, transformation, and the cyclical nature of life and death. The dark goddess archetype calls us to confront our fears, reclaim our power, and honor the parts of ourselves that are often hidden or shunned. Dark goddesses may be viewed as dangerous or chaotic, yet they're also guiding us to really deep, beautiful healing, inner strength, and our empowerment. So I just wanted to do a series on dark goddesses, and this is essentially your intro video. So I'm gonna go through really quickly 9 dark goddess archetypes, and then do a shorter video on each of those. One of those dark goddesses is, of course, Persephone. It's her season right now. We are in fall. We are in Persephone's descent into the underworld. And Persephone's workshop is live for Coven members. Right now, our founders membership is still up. So you can use code 3FREE to try us out completely free of charge and just see what you think and access the full power of Persephone's workshop. So first goddess I want to talk about is Kali. So from India, in the Hindu traditions, we have Kali, the fierce warrior goddess of destruction and rebirth. With her necklace of skulls and her powerful stance, she represents the cycle of death and renewal. And Kali's energy teaches us the power of letting go and reminding us that destruction is often necessary for growth. I associate her a little bit with the Tower card from Tarot, if you're familiar with that. If not, we might do a later Tarot series. Second goddess that wants to come in today, she's my favorite bad bitch, Lilith. She is from Jewish mythology, but also older than that. She has Sumerian roots. So Lilith, from those Jewish and Sumerian origins, embodies independence and rebellion. As the first woman created, she refused to be submissive, choosing exile over submission, essentially. And this, when we do a little bit of a more deep dive into Lilith, she will definitely have a workshop up at some point. But this idea of Lilith represents our raw feminine power and the freedom to reject roles that don't honor us, right? And then third, we have Medusa. Medusa is from Greek mythology. She is often seen as a monster with, a whole head of snakes. She was my Halloween costume this year. But she symbolizes protection, especially for women reclaiming their voices and bodies. She's also a symbol of women who've been through sexual violence for this reason. Her gaze can turn men to stone, and she's a reminder of the power of boundaries and self-protection. There's also a really cool Athena connection there, and some parts work that can be brought up around Medusa. Then we have Hecate, also Greek. She's the Greek goddess of witchcraft and crossroads. Her Celtic counterpart is Ceridwen, or Caradwen. People pronounce it both ways, I've heard. But Hecate stands at the threshold between worlds. She represents intuition, mystery, the hidden realms. She guides us in transitions, especially those involving shadow work and self-discovery. And she is someone we can always call on. If you identify as a witch, Hecate is there for you as a guide, whether you've claimed her or not. She is always there for you to call in. Next, Persephone, right? Persephone, also from Greek mythology. She is the goddess of the underworld and springtime. Love that. Also some big parts work happening there. Her descent into the underworld, which is happening now, symbolizes transformation through the darkness, reminding us that rebirth comes after facing our shadows. I'm going to say that again, and just want you to hear this in relevance to today as election day. Yeah, and to coming out of eclipse season, rebirth comes after facing our shadows. Persephone embodies that duality of life and death, right? Innocence and power. And then next, I want to talk about the Morrigan a little bit, or just Morrigan, from Celtic mythology. She is the warrior queen of prophecy, battle, and fate. She's often appears as like a raven or a crow, so those are some of her symbols. And she represents sovereignty, strategy, and strength. She teaches us to harness our own power, especially in times of conflict or personal change. Yeah, she could be powerful to call upon right now too. And so as we go through these, there's just 3 more left. But just noticing what comes up in you. If someone is like calling your curiosity towards them, if it's Persephone, please just sign up. It's free right now. Check out our workshop. If it's someone else, let me know in the comments. And I have not decided what order I am going to do the kind of next little videos on these goddesses around. So you have some say in that, and say in where we go with our goddess workshop deep dives as coven members. So next I want to talk about Nyx, NYX. She is the Greek goddess of night, a primordial deity. She is like directly from chaos. So she's like, if chaos is the like original Greek god in Hesiod mythology, then it's Nyx. And she is a primordial deity who personifies darkness itself. But this is the darkness like Mother Night darkness. This is not darkness like evil darkness. This is darkness like the calm, peaceful, like, I think of it like some velvety blackout curtains. And she represents the mystery, the unknown, and the power of night. She invites us to embrace the comfort in the dark and trust our inner guidance, right? And then Sekhmet from Egyptian mythology. She is the lioness goddess from Egypt. She's a fierce protector and healer and embodies both destruction and healing, showing us that sometimes the path to wholeness requires fierce action. That also feels really prevalent right now, as her other teaching that we have to find balance between strength and compassion. And last is Circe. And some of you might have read her book. She's got this like great book out there right now. And she is the enchantress from Greek mythology, known for her magic and transformation abilities. She lives in solitude and she embodies independence and the mystical arts. She reminds us of the power of self-reliance and the beauty of the mystical path. So each of these goddesses in her own unique way really is inviting us to delve into the shadow, to confront what lies within, and find power in parts of ourselves that have been hidden or feared. My dog's saying hi. This is Athena, and Medusa's little counterpart right there. But these dark goddesses, I really want to encourage you to think about how they can remind us that darkness is not to be feared, but honored, right? And it holds deep wisdom, right? Like these shadow parts, these dark moments in time and space and the collective. There's deep wisdom and the promise of transformation, right? It's womb energy. It's to go into the darkness, to go into the chaos, to go into the night and find the light, to create from that place. Yeah, so if you feel called to connect with these energies, join me as we continue to explore their stories, their powers, and how we can embody these fierce transformative magics of the Dark Goddess within ourselves. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a video. And if you're ready to connect even deeper, join us in the Goddess Coven for exclusive rituals, embodiment resources. We have a whole embodiment practices library. And yeah, help us create this sisterhood, right, of like-minded souls. Just head to the link in our bio and use code 3FREE, all caps, to start your journey with us. Can't wait to welcome you into the circle.